I'm Dave. You're watching Dave's Taste Buds, and welcome back. I got another great episode for you today, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. I'm going to show you today how to make 3-ingredient bagels.
I'm pretty excited.
When I first heard that you could make bagels this good with 3 ingredients, no kneading, no yeast, none of that, I thought that's crazy until I tried it for myself, and they are awesome, and I've been doing it this way ever since. So let's get into these ingredients, and then I'm gonna show you how to make them. So let's get into these ingredients. We have flour, we have plain Greek yogurt, and we have baking powder. Those are the 3 ingredients you need. Now, granted, I am gonna flavor these, so I'm gonna put some everything bagel seasoning on them, and we're gonna need a little bit of egg wash just on the top. So that's it. And I also add a pinch of salt just for a little extra flavor. Super easy. So now that we have our ingredients together, let's get into it. Okay, before we get into it, I just wanna thank today's sponsors, Dave. I'm the sponsor. I don't have any sponsors yet because my channel isn't big enough. You can help me out and support me by just hitting that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And at the end, if you like it, but I'm sure you will. So thanks for that. And let's get into it. Big bowl, 2 cups flour, all purpose. No fancy flour needed. 2 cups yogurt. Greek, plain, full of protein. Protein-packed 3-ingredient brownies. How can you get better than that? Bam. And here's your 3 tablespoons of baking powder. I always mess up baking powder and baking soda. This is baking powder. That goes in. Whew. Then we're gonna take our spoon that I forgot to grab, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this together. Then we get about halfway there, and I like to just take, where is it? I just like to add just a pinch of salt, just to bring the flavors out even more. Get things really kicking off.
And mix.
There you go, and you just wanna keep doing this until it's blended. Until you get like a nice shaggy dough.
Shaggy.
That's it, look at that. Shaggy, it's a little shaggy. It's got some shag to it. All right, good. We're gonna get both of these out of the way. We're gonna take a little bit of flour. We're gonna dust your work surface, just so it doesn't stick. We're gonna cut this into, well, let's call it 6 for now. 6 equal size balls. Something like that, that looks good. This one's kind of small, which means one of these is a little big. So we're gonna pull some off of here, a little off of there. These are rustic homemade bagels. So we're not looking to get them all exactly perfect because that would take away from, you know, some of that homemade feel. Look at these, nice. Let's just drop these in here. Pull over our pan. Parchment paper. Let me show you a quick little trick on how I got this parchment paper to stick so it doesn't roll up on you. I like to dust this a little bit too, just to ensure that they don't stick on there. I'm gonna take these. And we're just gonna put our finger right through the middle, like that. Nice. Ooh, this one's gonna be a big one. This one's a big one. Oh, it's sticking to my hand a little bit. Looking good. If they get a little sticky, just dust them a little bit. And I should have mentioned at the beginning, you're gonna wanna preset your oven to 400. That way it's heated up, you don't have to sit around and wait for it. Look at that. There we go. Now, like I said, just a little bit of egg wash. Just to give them that nice browned up color. Now we can take our everything bagel seasoning. Dunk, twirl, out. That's it. Dunk, twirl, out. Oh, another good one. Now, you can season these with anything you like. If you don't like all this stuff, you can just do it with sesame seeds. You can do it with poppy seeds. You could do it with, you could actually make these cinnamon raisin. You could just add raisins to the dough. That would work too. This one's gonna be trouble for me, I can tell. It's always that one in the bunch. We're gonna make it work. Oh, what? How did I forget this one? I'm just sitting here doing it and I just miss it. Good Lord. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it plain. All right. These are perfect, ready for the oven. 400 degrees, about 25 minutes, then we'll check them. All right, so sit tight, subscribe. These are awesome. Okay, our bagels are done. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, those look perfect. Let me take these out. We'll let them cool off, and then we'll cut into it. All right, guys, the bagels are done, and they look great. Look at this, huh? It's so cool. Let's get one of these into the old toaster. Huh? Let's see what they look like on the inside. Whew, yeah. Let's toast it up. Let me grab some cream cheese, maybe a little butter. So while we're waiting for these to toast up, let's get into a little debate in the comments. See this? This is my butter crock. So I got this off Amazon. There's a link to it below. It goes right to my Dave's Taste Buds storefront where all of my equipment and all of everything I used to cook with is on there. So do me a favor, go check out my storefront. Maybe buy something, maybe buy this. This is a butter holder. You keep it on your counter. It's got a little bit of water in it, and the water and the way it sits, it seals it, keeps all the air away from your butter, and it keeps it at room temperature. I change this water out every 2-3 days, throw it out, put a little more in, drop the butter back in. I'd like my butter to ready to be spreadable, just as it's a perfect consistency. So what do you think? Do you keep your butter on the counter? Do you have one of these? Do you always keep it in the fridge? USDA says you can actually keep it, if you trust the USDA.
Not everything is conspiracy theory.
Do with that what you will. But they say it's cool to keep your butter on the counter for a couple of days. They say the high fat keeps away the bacteria. I don't know. I do know that this is how I store my butter on the daily. Cream cheese, yeah, keep it in the fridge. What are we? Okay. We got a nice toast to them. Jeez, why everything I'm touching today is so hot. Perfect, perfect. Slide that on out of the way. The other debate, which is the best? The top, the bottom? To me, top's got all the flavor. Going with that. I am gonna butter this a little bit. I'm gonna cream cheese this bad boy a little bit. Let's get into it. Bottom first, perfectly toasted. Thumbs up to that. That is absolute flavor country. These are absolutely delicious. You need to make them. Have you ever wanted to know how to make delicious homemade dog food for your dogs? Listen to them. Come on, guys, I'm begging ya. Males here. Have you ever wondered how to make delicious dog food at home for your dogs? Well, you came to the right place. I usually cook food that people eat, but today I'm cooking homemade dog food. I'll show you what I feed to my dogs. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm Dave, you're watching Dave Taste Buds, and welcome back. I've got a very different kind of episode for you today. If you've watched all of my episodes, you've probably caught on that I have two dogs. I have Brady and I have Oliver, and they're great. They're in the other room right now, resting on the couch because they went barking at the male person. I record episodes almost every single Saturday, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 at a time. So they're very well behaved. They only bark when somebody goes by the house. So they deserve the best, and the best for them is this homemade dog food. We're talking ground chicken, brown rice, a mixture of broccoli and cauliflower, and a pinch of rosemary for flavor. They love it. It's easy to make, and I'm gonna show you how to make it so you can turn around and start feeding it to your dogs too. So let's get into it. Okay, this is so easy to make. The amounts in the recipe are down below, so check them out. And I'm gonna make it for a double batch, but I'm gonna say it as if it's a single batch, and the description below is for a single batch too. So it's just a combination of ground chicken, rice, vegetables, and a little bit of rosemary. That's it. So the first thing we're gonna do, put our ground chicken right into our pot. I'm gonna get this ground up, a little bit separated. This, by the way, is a great tool. I just got this off Amazon. It's on my Amazon storefront. There's a link to my Amazon storefront below. A pretty small channel still, so I don't have any sponsors. So I did find a way to get into the Amazon influencer program. So I do have a storefront on Amazon. So if you want to check out any of the cooking equipment I use, any of the lighting I use, my cameras, anything is down below in the description. So if you buy anything through there, it kind of helps me out. And I could use the support because I'm still starting out and I'm still growing. So anyway, back to our dog food. So we're gonna take our ground chicken. We're just gonna kind of break it up a little bit. There we go. Sorry for the loud banging. Nice. Oh, I got a big blob of it on the ground. This is 2 cups of rice. Like I said, I'm doing a double batch. This is our water, goes right in. This is going to be 12 cups. You're only gonna need 6. 1 teaspoon rosemary. That goes in now too. Oh, you know what? I should have held on to that. There we go. You just kind of want to give it a stir. Make sure everything's kind of mixed together, broken up. It's like we're making soup. All right, that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this on the stove. We're gonna get it up to a simmer. Here we go. Then, obviously, our broccoli and cauliflower is kind of big at this point. My dogs are relatively small. Oliver's only like 10, 11 pounds. So he's not down for these huge chunks of broccoli. So while that's doing that, I just give my broccoli and cauliflower kind of a rough chop. And this isn't their favorite part of this dog food. So I try to get it nice and small so they can't go through and pick the larger pieces out, which they tried to do when I first started doing this. So you gotta make these pieces small enough that they just eat them right up and hardly even notice. Chop, chop, chop. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now that we got this all chopped up, back into the bowl. Oops, losing some. There we go. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil. As soon as it boils, I'm gonna lower it to a simmer, and I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna let it simmer for, I think it's, well, at this size, I think it's about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil. I'm gonna let it simmer. I'll correct myself with the time once it's done, just to let you know, and it'll be in the description below. So go down below and check it out for the time. And then, yeah, then we'll pop this in. So sit tight. So now that we've had this simmering for about 20, 25 minutes, it's right to the point where it's really starting to cook off that rice. Our liquid has gone down, obviously, quite a bit. So now's the time that we want to add our vegetables in here. This is a combination of broccoli and cauliflower. This is almost, I guess it's a little over half a pound total. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that right in there. We're gonna just mix this up, get this incorporated in there. Give it a stir. It's a little hot on the side. There we go. And I mean, I gotta tell you, you can smell the rosemary. It actually smells pretty delicious. So now that we've got that mixed in, we're just gonna kind of level that off. We're gonna turn our heat back up now that we've put in some cold vegetables. And we're just gonna let this simmer for another probably 5-10 minutes. And yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes with our broccoli and cauliflower simmering in here. And this is what you get. It's a delicious mixture of chicken, vegetables, rice, and a little rosemary. So yeah, in the past 5 or 10 minutes, this has really come together, and the sun's come out. So I was checking some footage from before and I saw how bright it was. So I shut off some of my camera lights. I let the natural sunlight take over. I let Brady outside, and Oliver's pretty much been barking ever since. So here we go. That's it. And this will fill probably 4 of these deli cups, maybe 4.5. And I'll go through one of these probably every 5 days, something like that. So it does make quite a bit. This is a double batch. So yeah, you got one dog, you got a smaller dog, you got one really big dog. This will probably last you 2 weeks, something like that. It's easy to do. Every 10 days, 14 days, make more. It's so easy. So I want to thank you for watching. Like I said, this is the first video I've ever done with dog food. All of my other videos are actual people food. So check out my other videos. I got one up here. I got one down here that Amazon thinks you, not Amazon, that YouTube thinks you might like. So check it out. Go to my channel. You know, start following me, subscribe, like the video, do all those things. And once you're done doing all of that, go cook dog food.